Hey y'all, what's up? This is Rockland. Today on Passport Kings, we are in St. Louis. We're going to check out this, if you can see it right there in the back, that is the famous courthouse that the Dred Scott decision was brought down in. And also right behind that is the famous arch in St. Louis that everyone talks about. Today we're going to find out exactly what the big talk about it is. Engage.
I thought it was just going to be a flat Midwestern city with old brick buildings and a famous arch I'd probably be done within 5 minutes. But I was wrong. Just like Johannesburg surprised me with its urban vibe and historical roots, St. Louis came through with its own unique flavor of America, Midwest charm, deep history, and some big-ticket attractions that made it well worth the visit. St. Louis is not just a place you pass through on a road trip. It's a city with roots that go deep into America's past and culture that still moves the needle today. From iconic structures to major league vibes, here's what you shouldn't miss when you touch down in the STL. 1. Stand under the Gateway Arch. You've seen it in textbooks, commercials, and maybe on random license plates, but standing under the Gateway Arch in person is a whole different experience. At 630 feet tall, it's the tallest man-made monument in the US. But it's not just for selfies. You can actually ride to the top of the arch in this little egg-shaped tram that feels like it came from the Jetsons. Once you're up there, the view of the Mississippi River and downtown St. Louis is unreal. 2. Catch a game at Busch Stadium, the Budweiser Stadium. Even if you're not a baseball fan, going to a Cardinals game at Busch Stadium is an experience. You'll be surrounded by die-hard fans wearing red, high-fiving strangers, and singing along with the organ music like it's a local holiday. 3. Visit the old courthouse. Dred Scott's history lives here. This one caught me off guard. In the middle of all the baseball and BBQ, you've got one of the most important civil rights landmarks in US history sitting right in downtown. The old courthouse is where the Dred Scott case went down, a lawsuit that tried to win freedom for an enslaved man and ended up helping ignite the Civil War.
Alright, that's the famous Dred Scott Courthouse. Right behind it is the arch up there, but trees in the way, and I don't want to step the street and hit my car. But it's all there. I'll show you some videos of it a lot closer.
While those three are the big hitters, St. Louis has more in the tank. Forest Park? It's bigger than Central Park and holds the Art Museum, Zoo, and Science Center all in one area, and it's free. Yes, free. Del Mar Loop, funky strip with restaurants, record shops, tattoo parlors, and the Chuck Berry statue. Great for foodies and street-style photos. Anheuser-Busch Brewery Tour. You can tour the original Budweiser factory. Yes, you'll see the Clydesdale horses, and yes, they give out beer samples at the end. Is St. Louis worth visiting? St. Louis doesn't have beaches or palm trees, but what it does have is soul. It's a city that tells you stories about America's westward expansion, about beer empires, and about legal battles that reshaped the nation. It mixes gritty Midwestern energy with iconic landmarks you've seen all your life, but never really felt until you were standing there in person. You're not going to get a tropical tan, but you will get a deeper understanding of American history and culture, and a buzz from local brews. How many days should you spend in St. Louis? If you're flying or driving in, I'd say 3 days minimum to do it justice. Day 1, hit the arch and the old courthouse. Day 2, baseball game and brewery tour. Day 3, Forest Park and Del Mar Loop. Anything over 4 days and you're pushing it unless you've got family or a convention. But those 3 days, gold. If it's your first time in Missouri, start with St. Louis. The arch alone makes it feel like a bigger deal.
Alright, St. Louis, I had a good time. Time for me to go.